Coach Pena here for the football engineer, and today I have my boy Alpha Sowe, number 6 attacking midfielder and captain of the Division 2 program, Cal State Dominguez Hills. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad.
Yeah.
What's a day look like in your life as a student athlete in terms of training, recovery, classes, and just along with your major? What does that all look like?
So I'm Alpha. I'm from Sierra Leone, West Africa. My major is kinesiology. So basically today we have practice at 8 a.m. this morning, and we end up at 10. Get some treatment, like 30 minutes treatment in, and then I came home, showered, and then I had a class at 11:30 till 1:45. And then and then I came right home right now. And right now I'm watching the UCLA and GC right now.
Yeah, is that what your normal day looks like, or does it?
Yeah, like every day pretty much. If there's no college soccer, it's either I come home from class, take a nap, get my study in later. Pretty much that's like everyday routine. And then probably at night, me and my friends, we either go play pool or go play golf.
Yeah, you're a good golfer from what I see, man, on Instagram.
I was hitting my target.
You're the next Tiger Woods from Sierra Leone, man, from what I hear.
I wish.
Why? How much time would you say you have for your social life?
So pretty much wake up in the morning. So all my classes ended at like 1 or 2. So after that class, pretty much come home probably around 2:30. That's my nap time. I nap till like 4. And then later see if I can make dinner or see what the boys are up to so we can go do something. Or go watch indoor. There's a soccer in LA called the League, the Surgeon, which is an indoor. Everybody go there. But last year I wasn't playing soccer. So it's every Tuesday pretty much. So last year I wasn't playing soccer, I was playing on that league.
Yeah.
And then if like later we go play pool, like I said, we go play pool, ping pong, pretty much that's it.
Would you say it's mostly with your teammates, or
pretty much pretty much my teammate. So I have probably like 3 hours to myself or 4 hours to myself, and then later it's just like I live with a bunch of teams, so all my teammates are here.
Yeah, and would you say that's added to your team chemistry?
Yes, pretty much. I agree. Yeah, agree with that because we have a team house. We all hang out every day, and then if you live on campus, you live off campus, you still come here. We all hang out every day.
Yeah, so that's probably the key to your guys' success because you guys are having a really good season so far.
I agree with that.
And then let's talk about a bit of your recruiting journey to get to this point, and how did you choose Cal State Dominguez Hills, and what kind of led you there?
So basically, when I was in high school, I was thinking about Wake Forest because I really liked them, the way they play and everything. And then Santa Barbara was like 5 minutes from me. I never like wanted to go to Santa Barbara. Just like, you know what, I'd rather go like out of state, go somewhere and play, you know? And then one of my boys, Suleiman Ba, he used to play at Dominguez and he played at Fullerton too with me. He came from Sierra Leone too. He came and visited the school, and then I asked him about the school, like, hey, like what's the school is like, what's everything is like there. He told me, and then basically after we finished talking, I was a couple of schools I was supposed to go to, but I never went to them because either the coaches left or he got fired.
Yeah.
And then he told me about this, and then Eddie sort of reached out to me. It was like, hey, like you from Sierra Leone, Sule's from Sierra Leone. It would be nice to have you two here. And they're like, well, before you come here, you gotta send a video.
Yeah.
So back then I never cared about video. I'm like, I'd rather you come watch me in person, me do my thing, than me sending you a video, you know? Basically, it was a CIF final, so Eddie Soto showed up to the CIF final, which we won. We won 4-2. Eddie Soto was there, and then after the game, he was like, hey, I think you'd be a good fit in the system, everything. And then I was just like, I think I'll be a good fit, but I didn't agree like right away there. You know, I was like, give me a couple of weeks, a month. Let me think about it. And right from there, and I told Sule, I'm like, hey, like, I think it would be nice because me and you know each other from back home. If we come here together, it would be nice. And then both of us came here. Pretty much that's how everything happened.
Yeah. And so what did you think about it from an academic standpoint as well? I know a lot of players join a program and then, like you said, just leave. Players get injured or things like that, and then academically, you're kind of that's where you're gonna fall back on. You know, ultimately, a lot of players get injured.
Like here,
But
yeah. So here they told me like you're just not gonna be just a soccer player, you know.
yeah,
You gotta be a student too. Which here I think they help you a lot. They help me a lot. So every time I struggle with something, you go to the advisor who's gonna tell you like, hey, if you're struggling with this, you gotta reach out to this professor. If you're going through this, talk to your coaches, like all of that, you know.
yeah,
So for me, like I feel connected to the profession and my faculty, like my athletic department. So I feel
yeah,
very connected with them and my coaches.
yeah,
So that one like led me to like because so I came here during COVID, so pretty much everything was online. Everything like going through that, I have my advisor who was like trying to like basically walk me through everything. You know, it's my first time in college, first time doing everything on Zoom. I did my last semester on Zoom, so I wasn't like doing everything. But
yeah,
this was like full on Zoom, you
yeah,
know? So I think it's just like a lot of people think just to be an athlete, that's it, but you gotta be a student too, you know?
yeah.
Cause that's what happened to me at Fullerton. That's one of the reasons like I didn't play last year at Fullerton when I transferred here.
Yeah, and what would you say that the big difference was playing Division 1 to Division 2, and then looking at that like academically as well, because there's a lot different academic load or more student athlete base, I would say, at a D2 than a D1 program.
It depends, like that's why it's good. Like it depends on what major you're into, you know?
Yeah,
Like D1 is I feel like it's the same with D2 because it's just the same as it's a Cal State.
yeah,
You know, pretty much it's the same, but it's just like they changed a lot of like the name of the subject you're taking. They changed like the names. So pretty much there's not a lot of like crazy thing about like school wise, you know?
yeah. And then how would you say that the level of play was different from D1 to D2, or is it pretty much the same?
I think D1 level is just like more physical.
Okay, yeah.
It's more physical, yeah, more physical, more long balls.
Yeah, I would say from what I've seen, D2 is more closer a step up to like a USL level or even like
Yeah,
a
because like
semi-pro level.
because most of the players are little in a sense. They're like 5'8", 5'9", 5'10". Whereas like D1 is pretty much like all the center back pretty much are like 6'3", 6'4". You
Yeah,
know, why is D2 like the center back are like 6'4" or 5'10" or
yeah.
5'9". You know,
And it's always interesting though, because a lot of D2 and D3 programs beat D1 programs playing a completely different style.
I agree with that.
And I see, I have a friend who's a coach on the East Coast at a JUCO program, and his JUCO program beats D1 programs like 5 or 6 every preseason, and they just run over every like D1, D2, D3 program, and so that's also a good
Yeah,
place to start. Players move on.
yeah, because I feel like D1 is more direct.
Yeah, all the
Direct.
D1 players I know are all like 6'2", 6'3", all
Yeah,
runners,
yeah.
which is good, but it's also I feel like a lot of D1 players also fail to make the move into the professionals as well, because
Yeah,
it's a different style of play.
yeah, it is.
And the program's so much more tactical and technical versus physical.
It is. It is. I agree with you. It depends. It depends. Also, that's what I said. Like, it depends what kind of school you play to. You know.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things looking at colleges. You got to find a fit on the field as well,
Yeah.
because if you're 5'6", 5'7", you don't want to be jumping for headers every
No.
2 minutes against guys who are 6'3", 6'4". There's no point.
Yeah.
And then another question for you: what made you fall in love with the game?
Since I was a kid, because in Sierra Leone back home, it's just soccer. Everything
Yeah,
is soccer. There's nothing. But nowadays, like a lot of people play different sport.
yeah,
Back
yeah,
then, it's just soccer. So my dad played. My older brother played. My cousin played. Like pretty much everybody like, older than me when I was growing up, looking up to, they all played.
yeah.
And
I
then for
think
me too, I was like, I gotta play too.
yeah, that's fair. I think definitely in the U.S., every like soccer isn't the biggest thing, so it's not like your go-to. It's not part of our culture.
Yeah, in the US, you can play any sport you want to play. You know, it's just like
But
you have like a lot of options.
what would you say is the biggest difference that you've seen in like the soccer culture back home and the soccer culture here, and in terms of like, play style as well? Like, what's the big difference between soccer in Sierra Leone and soccer here in the States?
One, the difference is the height. Back home, like let me say, a 5'7" guy is so good he can play center back. It don't matter. Like back home, it doesn't matter about the height.
Yeah.
If you can play anywhere, you can play anywhere. That's the thing. And then the second thing is here, the center back knows, like, literally know how to ping, like ping a ball every time. They know how to do that. Like they can do that anytime they want to. Like here, like the center back, they play more long balls, more direct,
Yeah.
And they're scared to make mistake from the back.
Yeah, I think that's kind of just the American way, though. We don't try not to like play too much.
Yeah. Why isn't Australia like everybody can play? From a goalie to a striker, everybody can play.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest problem here in the US is that like nobody tries to play. I guess it's more like, and I think that's just the coaches. The coaches mostly like nobody wants to take the risk, and like nobody gives players time to actually develop and play on the ball. It's more like, okay, we have to win games, and then kind of leading into that, what do you think was the key to your development as a youth player to get to where you are now?
I think I came from a soccer academy back home in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
So I used to play in the Craig Bellamy Foundation before I came out here. Yeah, so I came out here. When I first came out here, I was playing center back.
Okay.
I was a center back. My original position, right back. That's my original position.
Yeah, and then what was? Go ahead.
What were you saying?
What was training like in the Craig Bellamy Foundation?
It's pretty much we go there we went there. Let me say how it is. So we went there. It's like it's crazy. I went to do like a lot of tryouts to go there.
Okay.
So the training like is like, so we train at 7:30 in the morning. No, 7:30 in the morning we train.
Okay.
So after training 9:30 is breakfast. 9:30 is breakfast. From breakfast we go 10:30 class start. We go to school. Go to school, everything was in there. It's like in there, like it's like a complex.
Like a professional academy.
Yes. And then 10:30 class start, and then 1:30 we have lunch. And then 4 class over, we come back. 4:30 practice start again. Practice go till 6, and then from 6:30 dinner, and then we have study all around 8:30. They only give you a phone on the weekend, like Friday night, because play game on Saturday. So they give you a phone, they collect it back, they collect your phone back, and then Saturday after the game you use your phone till Sunday night, and then you give your phone again.
And then so basically you live there.
Yes. Yeah, that's what that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, you live there. And so the only time you go home to see your family, it's all it is.
And then how was that, being a young kid, kind of moving away from family into the academy?
It's not a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Because I was like 3 hours away from the academy.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, like, to leave like everybody, like your siblings, your friends, your family, everybody, and then you got to make a choice. Today you want to play there or you don't. It's the same. It's the same to come out here. I came here when I was 14.
Yeah, and
I've been here like 9 years now, going to 10. It's all about sacrifice, I feel like that's one thing I always like thank God for. I sacrificed a lot of things, so I gotta make it.
Yeah, yeah. And what advice would you have for young players? I think you made a really good point right now about sacrifice. But what other advice would you have for young players, whether it be like mindset or a technical piece to work on, or a tactical thing to learn? Like what kind of advice would you have for a young player to make it to the level that you have?
Like I said, if you're trying to be something in life, you gotta sacrifice something. I saw a lot of people back in like my team in Santa Barbara when I was playing. A lot of people have a lot of opportunity to move out of state to go play, just because they want to stay next to the family. They never went outside. They just want to be in the comfort zone. For me, I feel like you got to sacrifice for young players if you're trying to play anywhere. I know family is going to be there, your friends going to be there, but if that time to grab your opportunity to go out of state or out of the country, go get it, Because you're going to think, oh, my family, I'm going to be far away, I'm going to be homesick. Yeah, you're going to be homesick, but at the same time, you're going to do this for yourself,
Yeah.
You got to do it for you got to do it for yourself. You can't be like just thinking about, oh, my family. Your family be happy if you move out, if you go somewhere, they be happy about that. All it takes is for you to be happy about what you're gonna make a decision,
Yeah, like ultimately your success is your family's success too, I would say. And it's better to get out of your comfort zone And if things don't work, I feel like that's the problem. Like people aren't willing to get out of their comfort zone. And if it doesn't work, then you can always go back to your family.
Come back. Always gonna open. Family's always gonna be there.
Yeah. But the opportunities to really like chase your dreams and go, there's usually a small window or a few opportunities. And if you don't take them, then it doesn't happen.
It's a little blessing, you know.
Yeah. And it's good that if you have the opportunity and you take it and you make the most of it, you know, and a lot of times it leads to more blessings, you know.
Yeah, and also as a young player too, my advice is just don't take everything for granted, you know. Any little things you do, if you know you're the type of player. For me, I like having fun, like joke around. But as soon as I step on the field, I'm a different person, you know. If that's the way you are, that's the way you are. Don't let nobody change it for you. You never take anything for granted. Like I'll joke around the whole time, like every day, every time. But as soon as I step on the field, I'm a different person.
Yeah, you definitely have to, you know, I would say life and football, you have to kind of separate them, but they have to coexist. You know, you have to be almost two different people when you're on the field and when you're off the field.
Gotta be a balance, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And then, do you have any other life advice that you would like to share? I think you've done a pretty good job of sharing a good bit, but if you have any other life advice, I think it's always good to share life advice with others.
I just think also a life advice I have is just like the people around you are gonna be there. They're gonna be your brother. Whether you don't like them, you like them, you guys play together on the same team, they're gonna be your friend or your brother. 'Cause those are the people you always play around. Those are the people you're always gonna fight around for, you know? Like there's like a lot of people don't like each other, but on the field, you're my brother. Like I'm gonna back you up. A lot of people would think like, oh, I have a grudge for this person. No matter what happened to this, I don't care. For me, even if I have a beef, if we're on the field, like you're my I'll kill for you. I'll do anything for you on that field. Whereas like I feel like a lot of people nowadays just like, you know, just go through the motion.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm just shut up citizen. I'll never see this person again. Blah blah blah. Like if you have anything, just sit there and run in front of them, you know. Never leave something to regret.
Yeah. And then another question for you. So you're the captain. What do you think makes a good captain? Or how would you describe your leadership style as a captain?
So this year I'm playing different position, you know. I'm playing the 10. I never played 10 in my life. So this year is my first year playing the 10. If I'm playing defense, I'm a loud captain. Like I talk to everybody, you know.
Yeah.
But now I'm up the field. So now I'm up the field. The only time I have to talk to a person is like outside of the field. Like outside, like hey, like just checking up on people, like
the key, even like for me as a coach, it's about finding how to get the best out of people, because every person is different. Some people you get in their face, you yell at them, you know, then they get fired up and they're ready to go. And some people you just gotta be like, hey, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
And every person's different in how you get them fired up and ready to go and motivated. And also every person deals with setbacks differently too.
Also, it's college. Everybody have a different age, you know. It's a different age group.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things. Like they're changing the college game now. A lot of JUCO players that like their 2 years aren't going to count to their time in the NCAA or whatever. So that'll be interesting.
Some of them are they're blessed. They're blessed with that.
Yeah, and that's good. But also building off of that, you have kids then who are going to be, you know, 24, 25 years old, 26, older, finishing school. But also then like what opportunity do you have as like an 18, 19-year-old then to make it? Because you're playing, I mean, you're basically playing grown men at that point, and 18, 19, like you're barely coming out of high school. Like it's gonna be a big difference.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's also how it is in the pro game. Of course, you make it through the academy and you come up and you're playing against 40-year-old.
I agree with you. I agree.
But in the college game, we'll see how that pans out. I got some quick fire questions for you, bro. Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
What do you have on your pregame playlist? Who's your top artist for pregame music?
You know, I really don't have a pregame. So literally, I have like a long, just one playlist. I have a reggaeton. I have a rap. I have Afrobeat. I have a country. Yeah. So pretty much everything. I'm not the type of person just like, let me just listen to this for pregame, you know? I just listen to everything.
What would be like your hype song?
I like listening to Afrobeat more. Afrobeat, like, if I listen to Afrobeat, I'm more dancing, you know?
Yeah.
If I'm listening to, like, like rap in America. Like I just like locked in, just locked in. And if I'm listening to reggaeton, it's more dancing too.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I don't have a specific one. I'm like, okay, this my hype. Like this what keep me going, but I don't.
Yeah. And then who's your favorite Afrobeat artist?
I have one. I listen to Rema, Davido,
Yeah.
Burna Boy, Ashake, Odumodu Black. Those are my top five. Those are my top five. Those are the people I listen to more, you know?
Yeah. What do you think
Yeah.
about Wizkid?
I listen to him. Just I'm not a Whiskey fan. I listen to his song, but it's just like I'm not one of those person like Davido or Whiskey. I listen to him if it's there. But Davido, I like Davido like more. You know, I'll like listen to it over and over. I used to listen to Whiskey when I was little. I used to listen to him a lot.
And then who's your favorite club? You got the Barcelona flag behind you.
Barcelona. I only go for Barcelona. I go for America. I go for LAFC.
You're choosing all the wrong teams.
And I go for Leicester City.
Yeah. I'm a big Galaxy fan, so I have to battle you on that one.
I used to be a Galaxy fan.
I mean, so did everybody in LA, and then everybody just jumped on the bandwagon, man. LAFC came, and everybody said, "I'm switching side to the city."
I used to be a Galaxy fan.
That's not a good thing. And then another thing I have for you was, if I go to Sierra Leone, what's the best dish, man? What's the best traditional dish from Sierra Leone?
Cassava leaves.
Yeah. What's it made up of? Or what's it kind of like?
It's hard to describe because the cassava leaf is just like, you know the cassava, right? Yeah, so they basically leave the granny down, they make it nice to like pesto.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much like it's literally the same thing. Yeah. It tastes better because like you put more flavor things in there. You put like the beef, you put chicken, you put shrimp. So it make it more tastier. Then with the rice. It's beautiful. You will love it.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one day. You cook a lot or no?
Yeah, I do. But I don't know how to cook cassava leaf though. I cook a lot, but I don't know how to cook that one.
You make a lot of traditional food from back home, or you make American-based food?
I make back home, and then a lot of my like sometimes I'm the one cooking. Like a lot of my teammates come over, we eat. I think I'm the best chef on the team.
I mean, yeah, probably.
They will agree. I swear, I promise.
Or that, or they can't cook, bro. One or the other.
They're spoiled. My teammates are spoiled.
You have a lot of Hispanic and Latino teammates?
I be telling them I'm half Hispanic too.
Yeah, you got the invitation to the carne asada?
Always. Yeah.
What's that been like culturally coming to the US? And like I said, you do have a lot of Hispanic and Latino teammates. And so what's that like?
It's totally, it's not different. It's just like back then when I was little, I just think like I know Mexico is a country, you know. Yeah. I just think like people are just the same. Like you have Asian people, you have black people, and you have white people. But I never think like Latino is like a different thing, you know. I never thought about that, and I came here. I was like, Latinos are like, that's what like the first thing I learned. I was like, Latino. So that mean like all the pretty much speaking like the Spanish speaking country people, they're Latino. But that's what I learned. That's the first thing I was like, it's weird for me to like know that, you know. First I was like, why soccer make you know everything. You make you learn a lot of people. You meet a lot of people. Come half my team I'm like Hispanic pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, half my team is Hispanic. And then since I've been to LA, I play here every time. Everybody's pretty much Hispanic. So pretty much sometimes I'm the only black guy on the team.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm telling people, like I think I'm Hispanic.
Then how do you think, since you've come to the States, you've changed as a person? How is the culture in the States kind of shaped or changed who you are?
They changed like the way you see things. It shaped me a lot. Cause back like not everybody like back home in Africa in general, like a lot of people think like you're in America. It's the same, probably the same thing in Mexico. You live in America, a lot of people think you have money, everything is free here, you know? So that changed my mentality like totally. I'm like, yeah. And then even up to like now, people still think like, oh, because we're here, we're playing every day, we're posting the thing like we're getting everything free, everything is easier. I'm like sometimes you guys don't know, like we don't want to tell you guys everything because you guys would be like, you guys are lying, you guys are doing this. It's just like when you come here, you're gonna know how people think, how people feel.
Yeah, it's that's the thing I've noticed a lot. When people come from different countries, a lot of people back home see it like I guess America is, I wouldn't say it's made out more to
Honey and money, honey and money.
yeah, I wouldn't say it's like made out more to made bigger than it is, but I guess in many ways it is. Like America is everything. Like it's the like the perfect place to live.
That's what a
Perfect.
lot of people think. It's true. That's what a lot of people think.
And you know
That's
that there's good and bad to every country. You know, everybody has good people, bad people, good experiences in the country, bad experiences in the country. It's kind of just the same everywhere. That's
also
the great thing about football. You know, it kind of unites everybody.
also it's because also like the movie we watch back home. So the way they portray America is like some kind of like crazy thing, you know? Like for me, I think like I thought that way before till I came here and I see everything different, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought that way till I came here and I was like, there's a lot of things different here than the way we see things in a movie.
Yeah. And then what I mean you've been here for a long time, but what American food did you like when you first came that you tried was like eye-opening for you, or that like you were like this is way different that you enjoyed?
When I first came, what did I had? I had panda. I had buffalo wild wings. I think I had panda.
Yeah.
It's just like it was just like it wasn't like it was just like I was like, yeah, it's basically like fried rice, you know. It's just like here they have like different entree they can put for you.
Yeah. It's always interesting when people come to the States and that we have so many different types of food here in the US. There are a lot of countries, you know, I've met people from different countries and they're like, well, we don't have hot dogs in our country and we don't have, you know, or we don't have some fast food places or we don't have Mexican food.
In Sierra Leone, we don't. In Sierra Leone, we don't have like any fast food place.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people who are like, or they come and they try Mexican food and they're like, we don't have Mexican food and wherever we're from in Asia or wherever, you know. And it's just interesting because in the US we have so many different types of food.
It is like every different food you can eat here.
Yeah. What's your go-to Mexican food?
I like the shrimp taco.
Shrimp tacos?
Yeah. Because I wanna say how you call that. I wanna say Chipotle because Chipotle I hate it too much. So I'm like
Chipotle's not real Mexican food though, man.
That's what I be saying. That's what I be saying. So I like ceviche too.
Yeah, I'm not a big Chipotle fan, man. You won't ever catch me at a Chipotle unless they're holding me hostage there or something.
Yeah, I'm off. I like ceviche and shrimp taco.
Yeah, there you go.
Those are my two favorite.
I think that's all the questions I had for you, bro. I appreciate you hopping on here, and all the best in the upcoming NCAA tournament.
Thank you, thank you.
You guys got what looks like to be a good draw, and you guys got some ballers. And
yeah,
we know you're gonna ball out too. So wishing you all the best in that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Till next time.